Today's intro has to be short because we have to announce the competition winners as well. So, here we go. Me, Joel, Chicken, Dead, Zoom, Silence. Please sub to channel. Okay, well that was rubbish, but here on the screen now are the 15 people I chose as the winners, completely random. If you see your name, I replied to your comment that is on the screen now. Please reply to me and we can sort you out with your game. I'm super sorry to those who missed out, but here are another free codes for Minecraft PC. I hope you enjoy, and on with the video. The ice spikes biome. Spiky, snowy, and to be honest, quite ugly. Most people spend their time avoiding these biomes, let alone trying to do anything inside it, which I see as a challenge. Let's see if we can build a base in this place and come up with some more rhymes to waste your times. I'm so sorry. But we're not just going to build any old base. Oh, no. We're going to utilize the ice spikes as part of our base. I plan to not destroy many spikes here. And luckily, in this ice spikes biome we found, there were like 3 really close together, so I was thinking we use these in some way. I think we're going to start out, though, by flattening the terrain a little bit, as some of it is quite uneven around this area. To be honest, didn't really change too much, just sort of added a little bit of snow in here and like flattened it out slightly. We're keeping the 2 big hills on the side still, because I don't want to change the landscape too much. Instead, we're going to keep it simple. And I've had an idea of what to do with the big spikes. Now, in my head initially, I was going to make like an ice castle, but I think instead we're just going to make a big, massive tower here, and then this one's going to be a small tower leading off from it, which means we're going to have to adapt these spikes in a way. It's going to be a bit tricky, but I think we'll start out with a small one and sort of build round it and have like the top of the spike sticking out the top. But keep the spike intact on the inside and maybe have like a staircase going up around it. Let's just start building and see where we get. So fun story. This, although it only took me 50 minutes to build this thing you're watching right now, was the 4th attempt. I've spent about 2 hours or so on this, and I just kept messing it up. I couldn't get it right. In the end, I decided to go for like a sort of square build. I was going for like very cylinder sort of styles and stuff with like circles for the floor, and I just hated it. So instead, we went for this square design, and I think it actually turned out okay. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. It's probably still could be better. I'm not great at building with these colors that we're using right now. I prefer to use like woods and stuff, which I did incorporate into there a little bit, but I wanted to keep it really true to the biome, so I used like lots of ice, lots of blue, lots of white and stuff like that. So I think I only used like 3 blocks in total, like prismarine, light blue, terracotta, and some ice. And apart from that, we all used like slabs and stairs of other blocks and a bit of like spruce trapdoors. And I think it ended up looking pretty nice. We've still got the ice spike sticking out the top. We did a bit of decorating on it though. Let me go show you inside, as we did kind of add something inside. So here it is from the front. Here's the entrance. We've got the 2 other spikes around the back. You can kind of see there's like a sort of gap way through the path here, because we're going to have something over here. And this also links up with the 2 other spikes. So it's actually like worked out pretty well for the layout. But inside, we have a multiple of floors. On the bottom one, it's all chests. We got some lanterns in here. On the second floor, it's all chests again. More lanterns. You'll notice that I put like lanterns on the middle of the spike here. I kind of utilized how the spike looked to add in these lanterns. I think it looks really cool. More chests on the next level. More chests on the next level. Yep, and the final level, some chests. But the top level, no chests. Instead, we just get a cool view of the rest of the biome, although you do have to jump. Look at that. You can see there's a bamboo forest over there. It's looking nice. I've changed my shader pack up for this video. This is what it would look like with my normal shaders. Very bright. I'm not sure if I prefer it or hate it, but I'm using Choc-a-Pic at the moment, and I'm really liking the sort of look it's got. But that's only our first tower. That's just our chest tower, we're going to call that, our storage tower. For our main base, we're going to use these 2 ice spikes here. We're going to try and build round these things. I might have to clear out a bit of the ice down here, as there's just quite a bit in the way, and maybe change this hill a little bit. But it'd be cool to have like another entrance coming in from this side over here onto like the 2nd floor. That'd be cool. And I think these are like the exact same height as well, almost 1 block out. Let's see what we can build and like incorporate those spikes into it somehow, because it's going to be tricky as they're very close together. So this time lapse is going to look a little bit weird, because we started off by building on the bottom, but then I had this idea to bridge them together, and I just spent ages faffing around trying to make this bridge look cool, and I ended up with this sort of like diagonal design which looked okay, and then I had to sort of work on these towers here, and this took a while to try and make them look cool. I want to keep to a very similar style to the tower on the right there, but it's kind of tricky because it was very narrow and close together, so I ended up with this sort of design here which you can see, which I then copied and pasted onto the second tower, and it looks okay at the moment, but it looks very top heavy, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to put underneath, but I did add in a bridge from the side like I said I was going to do. So as you can see, very top heavy at the moment. We've just got these two buildings here. They've both got like exits on the back. Although I'm thinking, do I really need an exit on the back of both of them? The bridge I really like though. Very happy with how that turned out. I'm really trying to like experiment with my building recently, and I think this looks pretty cool leading up to the ice tower, which of course has got the spike in the middle of it still. Very cool view from this bridge, and you can get in between them very easily. So I'm thinking we don't need an exit on both. Still confused about what I'm going to put underneath them. We're going to have to work it out, but honestly, it's like, it's hurting my brain trying to think of something cool to put underneath here. It's kind of like a weird sort of like tree house at the moment. I don't like that. I definitely want to change that. Cut to the time lapse where hopefully I've figured it all out. And I kind of did, and what I did was just make it not symmetrical in any way. The top is quite symmetrical with how the buildings work, and the other tower is very symmetrical. This one not so much. Instead I made this sort of like house type building at the front which like links together and makes this sort of cool looking roof, and then round the back I sort of took the ice spikes vibe and I just added it on to my build, except bigger and like wider and stuff. As you can see here, it's like kind of fat, and then I also added in like a staircase coming down from the outside and sort of incorporated that in, plus added a few rooms around and stuff. Just tried to make this look nice, as well as adding some quartz slabs on top of the ice as well. And we haven't worked on the inside yet, we're going to do that in a second, but I think this outside looks pretty cool with what we have to work with, to be honest. But let me quickly show you the layout. And here is the outcome. It does look kind of weird because we do have the spikes coming out of the top. I think it looks pretty good with what we've got to work with. It fits with the other tower, like they're both very similar in how they look. Round the back, you can see how it works. We've got loads of like windows scattered around. I really like the randomness of how it looked. And we've got like the bridge up here as well. It makes this room up here kind of just useless. Maybe we could put like an enchanting table in the center of this ice spike. We'll figure it out. Because inside, this is how it looks. We've got like quite a big amount of space down here. We've got like an ice spike, which was originally there as part of the design. Got a big room over here. There's just like ice wall over here, so there's not much over there. I could have made like a room in there possibly, but the idea is really that you could just dig into the side of the mountain maybe if you wanted to. The staircase though, you get to it by round the back over here, and then you head up to the next layer where you've got a little window and a little bit of space, and then you've got another room over here as well. Not huge rooms, but we're not aiming to make some sort of massive base here. Quite happy with how it turned out, so I guess we should get working on the inside, deck this thing out, see how it looks. And also added in a little path in between the two. I think we could add like a little farm here and something like that as well. Anyway, the inside. So it's quite hard to texture the inside of this like crazy weird building, so instead I just did a little short one. I'm going to show you around in a second, but it's quite satisfying watching all the lanterns come in, so I thought I'd show you it just because I liked watching it. But I'm actually really proud of the inside of this place. So you head in through the front door, you just got like some nice flowers and stuff here. On the left you got your crafting table, ender chest, furnace, plus a chest, and then round the side here you got loads more of the furnaces, blast furnaces and smokers. A few more chests for a bit of storage, but obviously not too much because you've got your big chest tower on the other side of that wall there. A few decorations and stuff, nothing too crazy downstairs. More chests around, we've got like a barrel stack over here, another ender chest, diamond and emerald to flex. Pretty simple, but lots of lanterns everywhere, making sure this place is nice and lit up. Then up the stairs, we've got a little landing here with a painting, and I didn't add it, but I thought it'd be quite cool to have like a secret room in through there. That'd be quite awesome. Got a little landing here with our ender dragon head on display. Another painting of good view out the window. Then we have our bedroom under here. We've got a little bed with some chests, a little seat, some bookshelves. Very simple in here because it's not much space and it's just such an awkward shape. I couldn't really fit anything in. But very cozy, very homely. And then up the final staircase here, as you can look out on the outside, we have the enchanting table. And I cut the ice spike in half and then sort of like made it look a bit natural by keeping the ice on the floor there, adding in all the bookshelves you need for the enchanting table, and you can get level 30 on this, which is lovely. And yeah, that's it. Nothing up here apart from the bridge to the way out. So there's our main base, but we're going to add in some stuff here. And I've had an idea of what we can do for where we keep some animals. Back to the time lapse. So my idea basically was igloos. I was going to actually have multiple igloos, but I decided against it because we don't have too much space here. I could have expanded out a bit further, but I wanted to keep everything quite close in this section. So we had the sheep in the igloo, some cows outside, and then we actually got working on a sort of wheat farm as well with some like carrots and potatoes and stuff. Sort of raised it, put loads of spruce trapdoors underneath so I could add water in. Had to put some torches down because the water kept turning to ice, and then we just sort of like decorated the outside and some hay bales, made it look nice, you know. And here it is. We've added some more fences in. We've got a little cactus farm. We've got our sheep inside here. As you can see, it's quite dark in here, but they're all fine. Our cows outside. Got some more hay bales, and then we've got our farm up here. You just head up this staircase, and voila, you can go get all your crops very nice and very tidy. And that's basically going to be it. I'm pretty happy with this. Here's a couple of time-lapse shots right now. As you can see, it's looking very lovely. I love how this place looks, especially when you're going smoothly over the area. We've incorporated the ice spikes in. It looks awesome. I'm happy. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any ideas for videos, please let me know in the comments down below. I shall see you another time. Goodbye.